Hey everyone, this is a review of the Cubedepot Rocket YuXin Blue M. So rocket cubes are puzzles professionally set up by the people at Cubedepot, and currently this is the only 4x4 that has that service available. It comes in two versions, this one which has magnets added and also an unmagnetized one for a lesser price. I'll go over all that stuff a little bit later, but I want to start off by just saying this is a great puzzle. This puzzle has been thoroughly lubricated by them, and the speed is very nice. When I first got it, I had to use a towel to wipe the lube off the outside on the first like 15 solves or so. But since then, I haven't had any problem with the outside of the stickerless puzzle being slippery at all. The magnet strikes on this is what I would consider to be almost perfect. For those that don't know, on even layered cubes, you need a different number of magnets for these middle two layers than you do on these outer ones. And they've made the necessary adjustments so that it's almost an identical feeling click into place between the two different layers. The lockups are pretty minimal, but the one problem I do have with this puzzle is popping, and it's really not that big of an issue. Around once every 25 solves, there's an actual pop where either an internal piece or one of these center pieces will come completely out of the puzzle. But I'd say about 2 or 3 times every 25 solves, I get sort of a internal lockup or kind of a half pop between one of the internal pieces. This is actually something I went over in a review on a regular YuXin Blue 4x4 in 2016. And on that puzzle, that was one of the main reasons I really didn't like it. The pieces would not come all the way out, and it was hard to continue the solve. But on this one, it's actually kind of nice. For whatever reason, the way they have set this puzzle up, it's pretty easy to get the piece back in when it only comes out kind of halfway, just by turning the layer that it's come out of. Corner cutting is pretty nice when you're doing small amounts, but can cause lockups if you try and go too much. When I first got this cube, I was getting more lockups than I am now, and that's because my turning style was more geared towards a slower puzzle. So once I adapted it to this faster one, it has worked out quite well for me. So not only did Cubedepot lubricate and magnetize this cube, they also swapped out the springs. It's pretty widely thought that the YuXin Blue performs much better when you change out the springs underneath the screws there. They do this on both the magnetized and unmagnetized versions of the Rocket Cube. If you're interested in getting this cube, you can get it for $52 on CubedepotUSA.com. I've never tried the unmagnetized version. It is $30, so you can save quite a bit of money if you don't care to have magnets, but I would highly recommend it with magnets because this is such a good cube. I have used a number of magnetized YuXin 4x4s, but I like this one better. It is a couple millimeters smaller, which I think is a nicer size for 4x4s, and I tend to just get more lockups on the YuXin. I think this pops maybe slightly more, but overall, the lockups make much more of a difference in my times than pops do. Yeah, that's about it. I'll leave a link in the description to where you can get this, and then I will thank everyone so very much for watching. Goodbye.